Hello and welcome back to Stockton Junction. Sorry I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately. I have been working on one which you may see in the background, but I'm not going to point it out, so something I'm in progress. I haven't done a lot of videos, as with most modelers, lost my mojo a little bit more recently. I've been also working on my other YouTube channel that I do, and it is fossil hunting. So if you're interested in that as well, then I'll put a link in the description to my other channel. I would really appreciate some subscribers to my other new channel, but I will continue doing this channel, don't worry. Anyway, today's video is a couple of reviews. So obviously you can see the RTC livery train behind that I've got, which I love. I love the departmental and RTC stuff. And I like the new Acura scale models that they announced. I've already pre-ordered mine on those, but there was two new Hornby editions to go with the other two Hornby editions. So we have Laboratory 2, and we have, I've already taken out the main boxes, Test Coach Mercury. So we're going to have a quick look at these. I've also had mine weathered by TMC, paid for expert weathering, which I'm umming and ahhing about, but we'll have a look at them. So let's have a look at Laboratory 2 to start with. So we'll take that out the box nice and gently because it's already had the weathering. I'll just put, so as per usual, they come in the standardised packaging, which is fine, transports well. So Laboratory 2, it's a standard open coach by the looks of it. As I've said before, my only downside is, to the Hornby ones, they don't bother with the interior, which is a bit of a shame really. They could really corner a market on that. But the weathering, I love the bogey weathering. It actually looks better on eyesight than it does on camera. It looks really good. They've done a little bit of spray along the bottoms and the door shuts there. Only thing I would have liked is the proper door shuts done, but I can always get some ink and do those myself. So they fully weathered all underside, which is really good. They've done the ends. They do look good actually. I like that. And obviously the other side, and it looks pretty good. Not bad weathering at all. I like the fact they've done the weathering around the door handles there. I don't know if you can see that, but they didn't do any on the other two door handles. They would have accumulated grime as well. It would have been nice if they just put a tiny bit on those, I think. Other than that, it does look really good. I like it. Now, one thing I've noticed with this coach is there's some supports to go from the roof to the base there and there, which obviously from this side you can actually see them, but luckily when it's on the other way round you've got whited out windows that side and that side, so if you run it that way round viewing from this side you'll never see them, so that's not too bad. And the roof, again, it's been weathered, it looks really good. I'm quite happy with that. I mean, it is harder to pick up on the camera, but it's got some really nice streaking going across it. It does look good. Again, I'm paying for expert weathering. I would maybe prefer a little bit more heavier on around the vents, etc. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. Now I've already checked the wheel gaps with my gauge. One of them was out. So again, always check your gaps because it will cause derailments if you have a gap. So we'll fit this with that train in a minute. But first of all, we're going to have a look at Test Coach Mercury. So again, had it weathered as well. This one's a little bit heavier weathering on the roof. It actually looks really good. I do like that. And the sides are a bit lighter weathering than the other one, which I would have preferred a little bit heavier. So but it's all right, it's good. And the ends haven't had as much, but they've done the buffers, and since I didn't actually check the buffers on, yeah, they've done the same. So they've done all the weathering on the buffers and on the sides there, which I'm quite happy with. The ends, I think the ends on this one look better than the sides. Again, that one's a little bit better, that side, than the other side. So it's a case of which way around you want to run it, either that way. Again, Hornby have done exactly what they did with this coach over here. This grille isn't really a grille, it's just painted on, or a transfer, which is a shame again. I mean, I know they don't want to have to retool, but you look at the likes of Acura Scale, when they're making their models, they completely retool the whole model to be exactly right. Yes, it costs more money, but you know what? That's why they're going to sell more coaches and things than any other company. Hornby, you need to buck your ideas up a little bit. I love Hornby and I really want them to do well, but if you're just going to keep putting out substandard coaches repainted without bothering to do the details or the interiors, you know, and then somebody else makes one, you're not going to get the sales, and they are. I mean, when you just got to look at the likes of Acura Scale, when they redo a coach, they don't just use the same coach, they completely retool and do everything properly and have it how it should be. I'm sure if they did test coach Mercury, it would probably have the interior how it should be. That's the difference. But yeah, I'm really I'm happy with them, don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing Hornby. For what you pay for them, they're not bad, they're pretty good. The weathering's good on this one as well. Actually, it's harder to see on the camera than it is for the eyesight. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad Hornby have made these, definitely. I wouldn't turn them down because I definitely want them for my sets, but I really wish that they would just start doing things a bit more prototypical. I mean, there's always people out there that will say I'm not buying it because it's not right, it doesn't got the right interior, etc. I mean, you could very well find the interiors somehow and model them yourself. That would be a good little test, you know, a little challenge for somebody. I may even look into that one day in the future, but at the moment I'm happy as they are. Oh, I've already got dirt on there, but yeah, so I'm happy with them, they're fine, and we're going to give them a little test run. So I do appreciate that they've been brought out, and I hope that they do some more. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about them really. I mean, they look the business, they look better when weathered. Now I need to weather up my other two. As you could see, I bought two of the wagons there. Now this one I weathered myself, this one I haven't weathered. The main reason I weathered that one is because I wanted to cover up the number a little bit, because they're both the same actual number, but obviously I've got two. So but yeah, I'm gonna give this a little run, see how they go, and take it from there. Hope you enjoyed watching so far. I'll see you in a minute. First of all is this nice little stagecoach bus, and I have this petroleum livery class 37, which is been weathered. It's really nice, I like that. I have coal sector livery 37, which is unnumbered as it was a repaint. That one there was also a repaint. So this one needs numbering, which I'll get to later on, and that one is bought to pull all my Acura Scale wagons, my HDAs, which I've got another pack of as well, so I now have 15 of those. We've also got this rather grey 37 as well, which is sound fitted. And last but not least, I've got hold of the old, I think it's the Kerno limited edition class 50 Sir Edward Elgar, which I remember seeing as a child running through our lines. So that's another new edition. So I will be doing some new videos in the near future, but I've been a bit busy, so I haven't had a chance yet. I've got to say, the weathering on this is absolutely superb. but I needed this to pull some of these. I've got 4 of those 100-ton fuel wagons at the moment. I plan on getting more in the future, and then I'll be doing a full respray on the whole lot once I've got them all, so they will all match and work well together. Now, thanks for watching. I'll do a couple of running shots of a couple of the locos for you, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye for now. So first off, I bought this telecommunications cabin. It looks quite good, the Bachmann Syncraft one. Sorry, the focus was a bit off there. I shall open that up in a minute and we'll have a look. I also bought this rendered prefab building, which I thought would look quite good in the depot area, the TMD, as like a mess hall, sort of staff mess room, that sort of thing. So we'll have a look at that as well in a minute. So I'll just open these up and we'll have a good look. So I've opened them both up. First of all, we'll have a look at the telecommunications cabin. So obviously it's a resin thing. It's got a lovely fan thing on there. It looks quite nicely detailed, looks quite good. It's got the floor supports underneath. It's got lovely rivet detail. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, nice rivet details along there, and ribs of the cabin. It's got a little pipe thing going up there to there. It also comes with this tiny little mast bit, which I believe fits into that little slot there, but I'm not going to fit that yet. And yeah, there's the doorway. Just benefit from a bit of weathering just to blend it in to the layout, but I'm pretty happy with that. That looks nice. It's ideal for what I want. So the prefab building is also, again, they're always resin anyway, but I shall detail the interior of this and fit lighting as I do with all my buildings. So nice clear, nice windows. The steps are quite good. They're quite solid as well. They don't look like they'll break too easily. They would if you whack them, but yeah, I mean, it's just a prefab building. Not a lot to say really. Again, bit of weathering, bit of signage. Might fit some lights inside and outside. Although I might not need outside lights because I'll have yard lamps in the area. So, but yeah, that'll go quite nicely in the TMD. So